Hello, my name is Kevin Duff. I'm a physiotherapist working in Edmonton, Canada. I'd like to share with you a fundraising event I'll be participating in on August 8, 2009. But first, a bit of background information. I'm extremely fortunate to have traveled to various low-income countries. In doing so, I have been exposed to levels of poverty, hardship, and suffering that are unheard of in the affluent countries of the North. It is with this perspective that I find the global situation that is of intimately connected poverty and affluence inexcusable. As Nelson Mandela poignantly declares, overcoming poverty is not a gesture of charity, it is an act of justice. Haiti is a country located in the Caribbean, sharing its eastern border with the Dominican Republic on the island of Hispaniola. The history of Haiti is a story of struggle and perseverance. The original inhabitants of Haiti were the Taino, who were part of the Arawak people. The island first came to the attention of Europeans when Columbus landed on it, thinking that he had arrived in India. Almost immediately, the colonizing powers of Europe set their sights on this island, rich with natural resources and stunningly beautiful lush forested mountains. During its early history of colonization, France, Spain, and England struggled to control parts of the island. Within decades of landing, Europeans wiped out the Taino through outright slaughter and through the introduction of diseases to which the Taino were not immune. This genocide meant that colonizers did not have the labor to collect the resources they wanted, so they imported slaves from the west coast of Africa. These slaves came from many different tribes and melded together to form the African population of Haiti. Eventually, in 1791, a former slave named Toussaint L'Ouverture took command of an army that consisted of rebellious slaves and mulattoes. The army killed thousands of colonists and chased the rest away. However, it was not an overnight success. It took years of violent struggle. This pattern of events has repeated itself throughout Haiti's history. During the 19th and 20th centuries, regime changes was common. Often rulers were violently forced out of power. Haiti has long been characterized as the poorest country in the Western Hemisphere. Haiti scored 146th out of 177 countries in the United Nations Developmental Index, which is a composite measure of health, education, and wealth. Whereas an individual in Canada is expected to live 80 years, a Haitian citizen lives only 60. In Canada, nearly all Canadian-born citizens are literate. In Haiti, only 1 in 2 people can read and write. Haiti's average annual income is approximately $1,500, while those in Canada earn approximately $33,000. 80% of Haitians earn less than $2 a day, which is an indicator used to represent the proportion of individuals who don't earn enough money to obtain food, clothing, and shelter. Approximately $82 per capita is spent on health services, and 25 physicians are present for every 100,000 people in Haiti, while in contrast, the Canadian government allocates over $300 per capita to health services and has over 200 physicians per 100,000 population. Team Canada Healing Hands is a not-for-profit organization dedicated to the provision of rehabilitative education, training, and care in areas of need. Volunteers are medical professionals and support personnel who work year-long fundraising and organizing projects that typically culminate in 7 to 14-day intensive team missions internationally. During each mission, volunteers both teach and provide care in rehabilitation clinics, prosthetic and orthotic clinics, hospitals and orphanages, as well as teach courses in rehabilitative therapy, public health, primary care, and specialized medical topics. We all stay together in a guest house, and evenings and weekends are spent preparing equipment and programs for the coming days, participating in cultural events, team debriefings, and learning about our host country. Volunteers have included physical medicine and rehabilitation physicians, pediatricians, family doctors, orthopedic surgeons, nurses, physiotherapists, occupational therapists, speech-language pathologists, massage therapists, prosthetists, orthotists, endorthotists, engineers, wheelchair technicians, teachers, administrators, business professionals, computer technologists, medical students and residents, and nursing students. There are 600 million people in the world living with a disability, 80%, most of whom are children, living in the developing world. In a country where a family may live on $1 a day, people rely on their physical abilities to survive. Disability can literally mean death if one cannot grow crops, raise animals, or carry water. Persons with disability are typically among the very poorest. They experience poverty more intensely and have fewer opportunities to escape poverty than non-disabled people. Factors contributing to poverty are intricately linked to disability. They typically lack access to health and education, clean water and sanitation, poor housing, and may live in overcrowded, unsanitary, and unsafe areas. The World Health Organization estimates that only 2% of people with disabilities in developing countries have access to rehabilitation and appropriate basic services. What services are available currently do not meet needs. As a result, there are over 20 million people in the world who need a wheelchair and do not have one. It has been reported that 98% of children with a disability in the developing world do not get to go to school, and the death rates for a child with a disability reach as high as 80%. So, this finally brings me to the intermittent snapshots of a confused young man wearing a bikini. In order to raise awareness and beget donations for Team Canada Healing Hands, I will be cycling from Edmonton to Calgary, a distance of approximately 300 kilometers, wearing nothing other than the previewed bikinis. The ride starts at 3 a.m. Saturday, August 8th, and hopefully culminates in Calgary's Eau Claire Market Saturday evening. I will be riding down Highway 2 and will likely be harassed and ridiculed by many onlookers. I'm lugging along copious quantities of lubricant in the hopes of minimizing permanent scarring by what I am terming bikini rub. It is with this that I ask for your help. I am collecting donations for Team Canada Healing Hands. Donations are not used to pay staff, as all Team Canada Healing Hand members are volunteers. Each $100 collected will approximately cover rehabilitation services, including equipment and training, for at least one disabled child or adult. Checks can be made out to Team Canada Healing Hands and mailed to the listed address. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video and for your consideration of this worthy cause. Thank you.